Hello everyone, Kalive here, and welcome back to Enshrouded in 2025. So, we left off with doing one half of the southern part of the Kindle Wastes. So we've kind of knocked out quite a bit of this area, and I'm pretty sure we can get this rest of this knocked out in this episode. So that's the goal. So we're going to take care of quite a few things, some roots. There's going to be a flame shrine quest, a couple of hidden temples, or a sun temple and a hidden temple. So a few things we need to take care of, and then a few other hidden temples that we need to also look at. So in between episodes, there wasn't a whole lot done. Mostly, I've just been doing a little more exploration in the Nomad Highlands and trying to find some more of those hidden night sanctums. And that's pretty much it. There's not much else that I did. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so one of the first things I want to do is go ahead and put down the guy that we got last episode. So Hugo Vanderbelt, I think his name is. I did put a bed down for him already. This is the guy we got from the Sun Temple where the glider is. There he is, Hugo. Let's go give him a bed. And let's talk with him. Otherworldly music. Alright. Oh, he has heard rumors of Kindle Wastes temples hiding some instruments in them. So there we go. We have the quest finding epic instruments. And this is going to take us back into some of the places we have not yet been. So like the hidden temple over here. Hidden temple over here. So we'll have to go back and do some of these other places. So yeah, we can get started on that quest line. It's not too hard. Those hidden temples aren't too bad. So I think what I'll do is go and see if we can knock out probably this one. This one's pretty close to the north part. Okay, so this is where we are. This is the hidden temple right here. This is the area that we're overlooking. So that's the spire over there. And we need to go into here. And here we are on the map. Yeah, I think I put that marker there before for this place. There are going to be quite a few hollow in here. But they should not be that difficult. So we're going to try to get through this place pretty quickly. Alright, this should be it right here. Tambourine, or Handdrum. Okay, so we got the Handdrum. Let's go to the next one. So let's see. We can probably go to this one right here. Yeah, it's on the way up to the dam, so we can go up there. We can go that one. Okay, so here's the next one. So we're over here. There's the dam. There's the road below us to get to the dam. And this is where we are on the map, right here. So, just south of this flame shrine. And let's go in here. Something was taking damage in here. I'm not sure what that was. Okay, that's the door. Nope. Search through this thing. Can we search through this? Maybe. There we go. Alright, this is a prawn fossil. Okay. Not the thing that I thought we were getting, but yeah. Okay, the next one we're going to do is over here. It's actually pretty close to the Hollow Hall, so just below that. So I'll probably could get over here from the spire, maybe. I'll try that. Alright, so this is where we are. Right below, pretty close to the Sleeping Sands area. Just below the Hollow Halls. So I'm going to go down here. We're going to Go to this place. The Shroud. Lots of bugs in here, looks like. And some lava. Okay, I think we killed them all. That took a little while. Let's go ahead and get over here. Let's go knock out some of these locks. One here, there's one over there. It's just 2 locks. Get more bugs. Okay. Okay, let's see what we get. Anything good? Nope. Okay. Let's grab this. There's the flute. Nice. So, we need to go out of here. Just might take a little bit of time to get out of here because we're kind of deep into the shroud at the moment. So, I might have to... yeah, maybe destroy this shroud root and then try to get out from there. I remember that wasn't that hard of a one to destroy. So yeah, I'll go do that. Alright, the next one we're going to do is going to be over here. So it's kind of close to that shroud layer in this area that we were just at. Over here, we'll just head towards the marker on the map. Okay, this is the place right here on the map, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of like in this little cliff. There's a couple of things we can loot in here. Okay, what's in here? Sun X, and let's see what's in here. Another Elder Chest, alright. Okay, so here's the first lock right here. Yeah, let's go back to the front and go back up. Okay, there's a lock right there as well. So that is 2 of them. I don't think there's one on this side. Yeah, let's check back here as well. Okay, that's the 3rd one. So we just need one more, I believe. And the last one is down below, next to the entrance. So let's go back up to the top where the door is. Then let's go inside. Alright, here's the chest. And we get the loot. Alright, so that's the third instrument. It should be the final instrument for this part of the quest. But we will get another part of the quest. So if we look at the quest log, yeah, it says we found the 3 instruments. So there's 1 left, and we need to talk to Hugo back at the base. So we'll talk with him. He should send us back to East Lapis. Alright, here's Hugo.
Hi.
Epic instruments retrieved. Okay. So it should be on finding the epic instruments. So this is I completed it, but there should be a quest for the harp. Okay. So it might have picked up the fact that I actually already got it. So I'll just go over to East Lapis and I'll show you where that is. Alright, made it there. So we're actually in Ocean's Heart. And this is where you're going to find the harp at. So for reference, these are the towers right here. And the harp's going to be on the roof of this building. And that's pretty much it. So if you're on that quest, this is where you would find it at. And that would be it for that quest after this. So that's all the musical instruments that are epic. And these are the best instruments that you can get at this point in time. So these do give you a bonus plus 3 minutes on your rested timer when you do use them. Alright, so that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and head back to the base now. Alright, so we're back at the base. So there has been an update since the last things I just did. So I did get that updated. And I know it did fix some things in the game. But also I did get some quests things pop up. So let me talk to Elio.
You missed me?
You have the quest Shades of Grey.
Ho ho!
Okay, so this is another Albaneve Summit quest. Okay, maybe we unlock that one through something else. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is go ahead and let's try to hit up some of these places. So I do want to go to this flame shrine over here. And that's pretty close to the Sun Temple with the glider inside of it. And we also have another, like a gem forge down here as well. So I might be able to hit up some of these things together. And I'm probably going to make, let's make a flame altar just so I don't have to come back over from this area. Because this area is pretty far away from everything else that we have. It's not that close to the Ancient Spire, even though I might be able to get all the way across the Shroud from there. But it is pretty isolated in where it's at. So I'm going to head over here and then we'll get started. Alright, so here we are. Over here in the southern Kindle Wastes, we're pretty close to this flame shrine. The Shrine of Manathor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably get up here and then throw down this flame altar. So let me get up here really quick. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is kind of centrally located. We're pretty close to the rest of this stuff over here. And then we're going to go and grab this flame shrine. There's a couple of things here we can look at. There's this place here. There might be some lore in here. We'll have to go check it out and see. There also might be a chest as well. So let me go see if there's anything in here worth getting. Alright, everything is dead. I'm not really seeing anything of importance in here. I don't think I blew it up either. Usually if you blow something up, it's still there. But I would say nothing in here worth grabbing. So let's move on to the next thing. Yeah, so we'll just head over to this flame shrine. Okay, so this thing should be over here on the edge. It's like the edge of Shroud. Yeah, it's right down there. Okay. Let's hop down here. Oh, we gotta Hidden Flame Shrine Lord page. Okay. We get 4 sparks here. Nice. So, this thing used to be, up until very recently, covered in Shroud. So in order to get out of here, you have to go through a whole ordeal through the Shroud here. But it looks like you could just run over here and then teleport out if you wanted to. So I might just go ahead and do that. Alright, the next place we're going to go is to this. This is a route. It's pretty well guarded route. I believe this is the one with the fell monstrosity at it. So let's go that direction. Alright, this is the place. It's down here in this shroud. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff in here. I might have to spend some time clearing this place out with all the stuff that they've added. Okay, so there's the route right there. And yeah, this one might just be a bunch of normal enemies. Let's see if we can blow this thing up from far away. Alright. Got the point for that, at least. Let's go see what we have down here. I see a brute. Okay, yeah, this is where the route was right here. So we do have a fell brute. I do see some wraiths over there. So we can go clear this place out. And I just want to see what the fell brute drops. That's the only thing I really care about, actually. We do have a chance of dropping something good now. And it is level 27. Well, there's a bunch of wraiths with them. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, let's see what we got. Some daggers. Alright, not bad. Yeah, I did do a little switching of the build. So just for reference, I'm going to test out this giant slayer hook and then also this grounding hook. So I can pull things that are flying closer to me. I don't think it works for the big giant guys, but I think it does obviously work for the wraiths, which we just saw. So that's good. Those are the ones that I was a little more concerned about. And this is just going to help preserve some of my ranged weapons over the long term. So yeah, so we have 2 more wraiths over there. I don't know if I'm going to worry about that. What I'll do is I'll just go back. We can go to this place here, the greatest game. I think this, well, this is it's out of the Shroud, but it's not too far away. So I'll go head over there. Alright, here we go. Here's the entrance. So this is the spot for this quest, the greatest game. Not quite sure what this quest entails. Reach the camp and explore the stuff. Okay. Yeah, so this is it's kind of a mixture between some of the fell and also the scavengers. Okay, Deepcut is the name of the place. Let's go in here. Try to clear this place out. Okay, this part should be clear. There might be some more things inside. So this is like a giant building over here. Then there's a shroud area below us. And in order to get over there, there's like a little temple entrance. So let's go to this side. There are definitely some wraiths. I can hear them. Yeah, so what we have to do is go through here, go below, and then there's like a little puzzle that we can do. Okay, I think that's all of them. So, well, what we need to do now is just open this chest first. We have to go down below. So let's go down here. Just grabbing all this stuff. I'm kind of getting to the point where I don't actually need a lot of these ruins anymore. These legendary ruins. I do have quite a few of them. Okay, so this is the little puzzle area. There's going to be 4 locks. You can kind of see them straight across. And so we need to find the 4 locks. There's one right there. So there's some grappling spots above us. There's one right here. It's like something was broken. then we have to go to the other side now. And the last one is over on this part. So it's like over there. I might actually be able to hit from here. Maybe? It's like right there. Oh, there we go. There's a chest, and this chest, it's a random item. Twisting wand. Shroud wand. Okay, there we go. That's pretty much it for this whole place. There's not much else that we can get here. So I'm gonna go back to the top, and then we can... I probably need to go find the repair spot. There actually is a repair spot here. So let's go back up here, and I'll show you that. Okay, so it's right here. So here's the open area, and it's right around the corner from the open area. There we go. So now we're good to go. And so yeah, this is Deepcut, and it's this little temple. What we also could do is we can go up here and sleep. So unless we're going and we're not really going doing sanctums tonight, so I might as well get some sleep so I can actually see what's going on here. There's several rooms. So like through here, this locked door. Oh, there's a note here. But yeah, there's a bed and stuff, so you can actually sleep in these beds. So I'll do that. I'll probably just go over here, grab this note first. Okay, Gertrudes Dog. This is actually a quest. Wander to Shorewatch. Okay. So there's a quest for Gertrudes Dog. Surprised I didn't get the quest for that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so this is another town that we can go to, and we will need to get the dog bait to go before we go there. So we'll do that a little bit later. Let's continue on. I'm gonna go to sleep real quick and then skip the night. All right, so here we are, daytime. I'd recommend exploring this place if you want. There's a couple of chests, and there's I think one silver chest left that you can grab. I'm gonna go continue on. Sure I'm all repaired. And I'm going to go to, let's see, this sun temple. This is a pretty big sun temple, actually. And a lot of it's outdoors. There's actually not a lot of enemies there either. So I'm going to head over there. It's going to take a few minutes to get over there. Alright, yeah, I just leveled up. Level 29 now. It's pretty big. I'm just gonna look over here real quick. Oh, this is a iron mine. Alright. It's pretty high level for an iron mine. Okay, so I'm gonna skip this. Continue on. Almost there. Okay, level 29. So that's way within the range of going to the Albanese summits. So yeah, definitely I get ahead of the curve now with that. And it's not too hard to do anymore with all the quests that you get. Especially for the gems and all the layers. Okay, so I'm on the wrong side of this hill here. Alright, here's the place. Gotta shoot down these like wisps. Those are a huge pain. We'll see a lot more of those later. Yeah, this is pretty much the extent of the enemies here, is this and then some scorpions. Okay, so this place, if we go here, this is the main temple right here. It has 3 locks on it. All the locks are outside. So let's go to this one over here. This is the easiest one, I believe. You can literally just go up here. And over here. And jump up here. So if you don't go this way, if you're the actual correct way, you're supposed to go all the way over there, climb up the little net, and then do the like a parkour over here, and then get to this point right here. But we just skipped a lot of that. So in here we can grab this. This is one of the locks. It does activate the chest, the traps. So just avoid those, and that's pretty much it for this part of the temple. And once you unlock that, it unlocks this, and it also unlocks one of the locks on that temple over there. Notice that both of the doors are being unlocked, the top and the bottom. So I'll do this one next. This one's not too bad either. There are going to be some little puzzles like this one. So there's symbols up top, and then there's symbols on the bottom here. Press this button, and it lights up the way, like where you're supposed to go. As long as you step on the ones that are lit up on the ceiling, it should be fine. If not, you do take quite a bit of damage. I don't know if it kills you. I don't think it does kill you. Okay, and here's another lock. There's another wisp over there in the corner. I notice sometimes whenever they do split, they do tend to get stuck on the ground. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here. Another brown chest, that's about it though. Okay, so we did unlock this one. And in order to get out of here, we need to follow the path that we took, just in reverse. There we go. That one's done. And the last one is going to be over here. Okay, so this one is this one does have 4 locks here. We need to unlock all 4 of those to get into that room. And you'll notice there's these windows everywhere. Let's move there. So we need to go up to these windows and find the locks inside of them. So there's one right here. There's one right here. And then there's one over here. You can kind of see. There's one right in here. Just be careful, that's like a trap right there too. Like, this is a trap right here. So, don't linger on that platform too long. And in here is the last lock for the main building. That's pretty much it as far as difficulty goes. There's a few enemies in the building, but that's about it. There's nothing else too hard to figure out. Let's go up here into the building. Kill these things. Okay, I hear something else, but that's fine. This is the reason we came here. We get Mirage again. We got a Mirage, but another Mirage. They're pretty much the same thing. Shroud. Gem, Spirit. Okay. Yeah, Shroud, Spirit. I'm gonna just get rid of this one. I don't need two of them. And if we go up here, there is another chest, I believe. And it is... Okay, here we go. So there's a book and a body. Deserted. Nope, getting attacked. Oh, they're from above. Alright, so here is the book. It just talks about somebody that came to the temple for refuge. And this is the person they talked about. And we get a desert temple block. Nice. So a new building block that we can use to craft with. Derelict Kindle. Okay, yeah, that's the quest that we got from the book. And then there's a block. So. And we get 4 sparks from here, which is the same as every other temple in this area. And yeah, that's going to be it for this part. So it looks like we've taken care of just about everything on the southern part here. There's a hidden temple here. There's also this forge we'll get to. And there's a town right here we can unlock. You know what? I'll probably just run there from here. Just run to this hidden temple. This hidden temple, I believe, has a fossil in it. So some of these temples, they either have the musical instruments or the fossils. And we already have all the musical instruments. This one's going to be for fossils. Alright, here's the entry point for this place. Right here. And on the map, this is what it looks like. So we're kind of on the edge of this ravine. Alright, so let's go inside. So this one does have a boss in it. And that's going to be a fell monstrosity. There's also other enemies in here too we have to take care of. Yeah, first I would recommend just blowing up the spawners in the back. There should only be 2 of them here. There we go. And inside there are those eyeballs in there. So we'll have to deal with them if they come out. Oh, and there are bugs in here too. Alright, there we go. So yeah, we got another one of these ancient rings, which we've gotten so many of those now. And yeah, we get some ribs and all that sort of thing. So we can go in here and there's some of these essences that we can mine up. Also more on the ground here. There might actually be another enemy in here. No, okay. But up here there's going to be a chest. So this is a golden chest up here. And inside this chest should just be a fossil. And yeah, it's the crab fossil. So if you want the crab fossil, that's where you get it. There's also a quest that you can get to complete all the fossils. And it's from each zone. But yeah, once you get that, then it's pretty much it. Nothing else, really. And that is the last hidden temple we have to get. Okay, so I'm gonna head out and probably back to the base, repair. Then we can hit up the last two places. One's the forge and the other one's going to be that town. Alright, we're back, and the place we need to go is going to be right across over in this direction. So let's head over to this town. And here it is. So I did bring the dog bait with me. And we're going to need this in order to get the dog that's in here. So the quest is for Gertrudes Dog. Alright, so I do need to find out where the dog is. It's been a while since I've been over here. But this town is a town full of scavengers. So more scavengers we need to deal with. So yeah, I'll go ahead and take care of this place and then go find the dog. Alright, I think that's everyone. Okay, so yeah, there's a couple of chests on this side. There's a bunch of guys over there. I'll go get them in a second. So yeah, there's a couple of chests. There's one right here. This is a locked one. Trader's bow. Yeah, nothing really too good about that. There's a gold chest in here. Oh, igniter hammer. That actually looks pretty good. Okay, and then there's a silver chest over here on this side. Helix. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as like those things go. And there is a couple of repair places we can get to. I'm gonna grab this one right here. This is like one half of the place. There's another half over there. And there's another couple of chests over there as well. I'm gonna go and clear this place out up here. There's a bunch of enemies up here. Alright, inside here is the prison area, and there is a book here. This talks about My Little Pom Pom, and it's pretty much more lore for Gertrudes Dog. And so the dog is down below us in a basement. Yeah, before we go down there, I do want to make sure there's nothing down there like rats that can interrupt the team. Only bought 5 baits, so not that much room for error. Alright, let's see. Grab this. Yeah, here's the dog. Okay, yeah, we should be good to tame. I don't see anything else down here. Do need to back up a little bit because it's scared right now. Alright, should be good to go now. So I'm going to see how many hearts this thing has. Because if it's got a lot of hearts, I'm going to have to go back and get some more bait. Okay, yeah, 4 hearts. So, yeah. Definitely doable, but if I do make a mistake, it could reset the whole thing. Yeah, the biggest problem is that it's in this confined area, so if it walks towards me up the stairs, it's gonna be bad. But yeah, I'll tame it up and then I'll come back when I'm done. Alright, got the dog. So named Pom Pom Jr. So it wasn't too bad. In this confined area, it did make it easy to keep it in one spot. So it is nighttime now, so I'm gonna have to go find a bed to sleep in. Yeah, so I'll come back when it's daytime. Alright, went ahead and slept. Yeah, I think overall we did get quite a few things from here. This is a pretty high level area. One thing that I did get was this ignited hammer. And if we look at this thing, it does have a lot of damage that we can put into it. So all the bonuses from the runes are pretty good. And it is better than the one that I'm currently using, so it's going to be a definite replacement. So I'll have to go back in, get this thing leveled up with the ruins. So yeah, level it up, and then I'll get a good gem for it too. I'll need to think about that first. That was another chest down here. Yeah, another bow, that's useless. But yeah, overall, this place is pretty good for chests. I think we've gotten 3 silver chests, and then a single gold chest. So if you're trying to farm something up in this area, you could probably come back here pretty frequently and try to get something good from these chests that you get, because it is a high level area too. This is the other side of the canyon, so we can get this chest right here. So this will be the 4th silver chest. Yeah, I got the elder chest, but I really need the helmet. Right? So still missing those. Okay, yeah, I think there's here's some lore right here we can grab. Let's read this note. Draconian vulture warning. Alright, let me go check his next 2 houses, and then if nothing's in there, then we'll just move on. Okay, I did find one more chest. So this is the 5th silver chest. And this one has a eagle eye helmet. Okay. Alright, well that's pretty much it. So, didn't get the helmets that I wanted, but we did get the dog and the quest completed. So we'll move on from here. Let's go to the last place on the list, which is going to be a Gem Forge. So I'll head over there and we'll uncover it. Alright, here we are. And we're right above the area. And just to show you, this is where I am on the map. And we're pretty close to the Sapphire Strand. So we need to head down below into the Shroud. There might be some of those flying guys down here. But yeah, I was able to fly down here from the spire. If it comes from the other direction, there is a bridge across this chasm that'll also get you over here. So you do want to definitely avoid falling in the chasm, because it's instant death. So I would fly low until you actually know what the chasm is, because you don't want to fly into it. Alright, made it. So here it is. And some enemies here, not too difficult to deal with. These are like the caster versions of the mobs. Alright, so we got the experience for it at least. Yeah, I don't see any other enemies around. So inside there is the forge, and this is a level 30 forge. So yeah, that's going to be the easiest one to get to for level 30. But it's pretty much it, pretty quick to get here. So what I'm going to do now is head back to the base, because we've pretty much done everything out here that we can do. Alright, back at the base. So we did take care of the remaining places in the Kindle Wastes. I think our coverage is pretty much complete. Let's look at our quest log real quick, because there are a few things that I have not yet completed. So one of the things still outstanding is the Oasis quest. So if you look at the map, it's supposed to be in this area, but I've looked around and I did not find any of the signs that would point me to the place to dig at. I think this is because of the latest update. So this quest and then the Mother's Eye quest, both of those chests were in the middle of nowhere, really. Either the chests have moved or they are buried really deep under there. There's not really anything pointing to the place where to dig at. But yeah, my guess is it's going to be fixed in the future, so no big deal. Besides the quests, I did get a good hammer replacement. So this two-handed weapon, which is now fully upgraded. And the damage difference between these two is 172 to 139, so pretty big upgrade for that. And as far as the gem slot goes, I think I'm going to put in one of the fire gems, which will help me with the damage to the fell, since my damage to the hollow is going to be pretty good anyways. And I'll still need to get a cutting weapon for the new scavengers in the next area. But overall, we are done with the Kindle Wastes. So I've released 100% of the locations and gotten the vast majority of the quests completed. I know there are a couple of Night Sanctums I haven't gotten yet, but for the most part those haven't really provided a lot of experience, but I will go and find them in a future episode. So up next is going to be the Albeneath Summits. That's going to be the big thing. This is a fairly big zone, like a very massively wide zone, and they've added some ways to travel around, so we'll get into that in the next episode. But for the most part, if you've done everything in this series, you're going to at least have enough experience to get you into the Albeneath Summits without any problems. So I've done very little mining as well in the Kindle Wastes, just really questing and discovering the locations. That's really the biggest things. Alright, so yeah, that's going to be it. I thank you for watching. I appreciate all your support. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.